I thought I was done. The doorbell just rang and a new box arrived of more live plants. This time from Pan American Seed. Pan American Seed is part of the Ball family, and this time there are 9 different ones. There is one repeat. If you want to know what's coming out, get your notepad ready because I have the 2027 new releases from Pan American Seed. It just arrived and they are in perfect condition. Some of them already are flowering. I'm gonna start with one that's already repeated because Burpee also sent me this. This is the Monteverde Genovese. You let me know how you say it, but this is the same type of plant. This is the one that Burpee sent. So this one is branded by Burpee, grown by Burpee, and then this one is a generic. So fast-growing variety with classic Genovese flavor and resistance to downy mildew, perfect for harvesting throughout summer. So if you're in a warm area like me, this might be a great option because once basil flowers in the heat, the flavor changes. Pan American Seed, hence the name Seed, they supply seeds to all the companies out there. They breed, they hybridize, they package, anything you can think of with seeds, Pan American Seed does it. Now, this one, okay, so normally I don't gravitate towards this plant at all, but look at the flowers on this. This one is called Tattoo Boysenberry. I mean, come on, look at the name. I mean, look at the flower. What a perfect name, that inky, purpley color. And this one, let's find the info on it. It says, every petal is a work of art, a first for vincas. Tropical color flowers are highlighted with soft black accents. I think my friend Chloe, the goth gardener, might appreciate this one. I don't know if it's dark enough for her, but that dark color is pretty magnificent. That dark color is pretty magnificent. It's hard to get dark colors in plants. If you like dark plants, go follow Chloe. She is amazing with all of her dark plants that she's collected. This one is gonna be 10 to 14 inches in height and only 6 to 8 inches in spread. My mom loves this type of plant, so I think I'm gonna give this one to her. I don't have a spot that it will thrive in, so I don't think I have a spot for it, but if I can't, it will go to my mom's. Okay, I can't decide what to show you next because I think this is the first time I've been this excited about a box. Okay, so this next one, I think I'm gonna save my favorites for the very end, but I like them all. This one, look how healthy this plant is. Solarscape XL Red Glow. And let me see. This is an interspecific impatiens, so it can take a lot more sun than regular impatiens. My mom loves impatiens, so I'm gonna give this one to her. The color is just magnificent. So it says bold red color in sun and shade, plant in the ground or in containers. It's a 11 to 13 inch height, and then spread is 18 to 20, so it can get actually pretty big. Again, these are 2027 releases. If you find some of these, I'd love to know if they were new releases or out early. So this one is the new Zinnia Elegant Soft Mixture, and I don't think I have a big enough Zinnia appreciation as I should. It's definitely on my list to grow more because as cut flowers, these are inexpensive, and look at how fun that is. You have the little center and then the pink petals. So this one is going to bloom that color, but it comes in a soft mix of blushes and pinks and whites. They're fully double flowers and they bloom all season long, and it's going to be 16 to 22 inches tall. So that's going to be a pretty good cut flower. I'm really excited for this one. Okay, now next one. This is a fun color. It's the new Spreading Petunia, Easy Wave Midnight Marble. Okay, you ready for this? Okay, I was never a big petunia person because I find them to be a lot of work, but the newer petunias, they self-shed. Look at how many flowers are on there. And then look how pretty it is. It goes from full color to just like a star pattern. This is gonna be so cool. And it's part of the wave family, but you can see it's spreading already just like this. Here it says, it will fill your containers, baskets, window boxes, and landscapes. This thing is gonna be 6 to 12 inches tall, and this is gonna be over 3 feet wide. Can you imagine, like, the wingspan on this is gonna be like this big. This is going to be a huge plant. So I gotta find a spot for this. Oh, it's so pretty. I normally don't get pinwheel type flowers like this. I sometimes find it too busy, but for some reason, I love this combo. Anything that Wave has come out with, I've appreciated. And I have my friend Natalie to thank for the petunia love, because I call her the petunia princess. You have to go check out her house, how she grows her petunias. They're insane. They're bigger than her. Okay, now I like these last four all an equal amount. I don't know which one to show you next, but I'm just gonna pick this one. And this is a new African marigold. And I don't like regular marigolds. I don't know, there's just something about it. I don't know if it's the color, but check out the color on these. This pale yellow is to die for. It is so cute, so pretty. This one is called Lana Lace. Love the name. And it's gonna be 10 to 12 feet, oh, sorry, not feet, inches, 10 to 12 inches tall, double blooms, show on top of compact plants. So it would be really pretty planted in mass if you just have a bunch, like a whole drift of these. And they actually smell pretty good. I don't typically like marigold smell, but these ones actually have a nice fragrance. Watch me like stick it up my nose. Did I miss anything on that one? This is white double blooms. Yeah, okay. So the next one, do you know what you get when you cross a petunia and a calibrachoa? You get a petcoa. I don't know, I just thought that was the funnest name. Pan American Seed produces some of the best varieties of petcoa and petunias and calibrachoas. I prefer calibrachoas because they are small, they're cute, but that was before I met the Cali Burst petcoas, and you can see that it's so pretty. This tangerine color, this is called Petcoa Cali Burst Tangerine. I mean, oh, I just love everything about it. It has a dark veiny throat, you can see right in there, and let's see how big it gets. It is 6 to 10 inches tall, and it's only gonna spread 10 to 15 inches, so it's not gonna be super big compared to this guy. So it'll be a bit more compact than the petunia, but look at how many flowers on there. And even when it wilts, because it's kind of that vintagey color, I think it won't be very obvious that the flower is spent, and it's just gonna pop off on its own. Oh my gosh, I need an entire drift of this one. I've never grown this plant before, but I'm very excited to try it. If you have tips on how to grow sedums, you let me know, because look at this plant and look at all the flowers that are about to come out. This one is called Spectacular, and it's a lush pink medium-sized flower on shorter stems. They do not easily break or fall open, and it provides visual appeal in patio pots and garden beds. Now, this one is finished height is 12 to 14 inches tall and 14 to 16 inches wide. So it's not gonna be very, very big. Sedums are very delicate usually, but this one is pretty sturdy. Sometimes I've seen some sedums, they're so beautiful and then they kind of flop over. When I was working with Erin, we were on a show together on the Home Depot channel called From Scratch with Epic Gardening, and we found some sedums that we used in containers. They were beautiful, but when they were handled, the plant just couldn't hold the flowers. They were just so heavy. Anytime we moved them, it would just snap off. But this guy, I don't know, it's looking pretty promising, just dangling. It's not snapping, and it has been in transit for a few days, so it definitely needs some watering, and it is looking pretty good. If you grow sedums, let me know your tips because I've never grown them. I'm sure I could read some stuff, but I'd like to know firsthand how others handle their plants. Okay, so last but not least, I saw this plant, I want to say 2 years ago, and I fell in love. Again, it's a plant that I don't typically grow. One, because I don't have the right conditions for it in my garden, but that's changing. Now that my fruit trees are starting to mature, they're getting taller, I actually have some shade underneath the canopy that I can plant some plants. So I'm gonna add hydrangeas, but this one I saw, it's not a hydrangea. I don't currently grow any of these. It is one of my mom's other favorites. She does not get to have this one because I have been wanting this plant, I think, for 2 years. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't tell you. I went to Cass a couple years ago in Santa Maria, and I also have been to Ball the past couple years. And I've seen this plant in the test gardens, and let me just open it. And I will preface, I am not a begonia girl, all right? But this one has changed my opinions because, okay, mind you, she's been through it. She did fly in a box, so she's a little bit crushed, but if you can just imagine with me, look at the beautiful leaves on her. This is kind of dark green and the white flowers. So let me introduce you to Dragon Wings. She is gorgeous. When I found out that she might be in the box, I nearly squealed. So some of these flowers didn't make it in transit, but let me see if I could show you one. Oh, look at how cute and delicate that little yellow flower is with the white, the yellow center with the white. And I mean, look how many petals some of these have. And this guy can get kind of big. This one's gonna need shade in my Southern California garden. This is not a sun one. It will get scorched. Our sun is too hot. I wouldn't trust it. So I will be babying this one. This is Dragon Wing White Bronze Leaf. And you can see it's like that bronzy green, how the sun shines right through it. So pretty. And we got some more flowers coming. And then we got a lot of new growth on the inside right there. See if I could show you. Right there. That's the 2027 release lineup in terms of seeds from Pan American Seed. And if you like any of these, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty obsessed with all of them. I don't have the ideal spot, so I think I want to keep them all, but I think this Impatiens is going to go to my mom's house. She's going to love it. She loves Impatiens. As a kid, she would always have Impatiens in her garden, and I never understood. These ones are great just because they can handle our heat. It doesn't have to be straight shade. Some of the older ones do need to be shaded. For now, I have a tray. I'm gonna water these guys up and put them in a spot to acclimate to my house. Oh, it's flower time, and look, it's so beautiful.